Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and it's Women's History Month, and I'm here today to talk to you about The Queen of Swords, episode Counterfeit. So this is one of my favorite episodes. It guest stars that of Elizabeth Grayson, and she is best known for playing Amanda in the Highlander television series. And she later on had her own spin-off series, Highlander the Raven, which, anyways, there's a reason why I don't like that show. It just, yeah. And so, like, with this episode, it's really cool because it's more action-packed. And they show off the acrobatics more of the Queen of Swords. Plus, it's a really good story between Montoya and this brand new character called Carlotta. And she's basically a thief. And she's kind of like Catwoman in a way. But she's a lot more ruthless and stuff. Like, she's willing to kill. You know, I never noticed this until I just recently rewatched it actually last night. Because when I watched it years ago, I remember, like, see, this used to run in syndication, right? And whatever channel the WB used to be on back in the day, that was the syndicated channel for when this show came on Saturday nights. And I remember it was like weird. It was like a late Saturday night, or it was somewhere on Sunday. And I was flipping through the channels and I landed on ABC, and that's when they were doing their syndicated stuff at night. And then it disappeared. I'm like, what? I was ecstatic because I got to watch more like Queen of Swords and stuff. And so, like, so this has always been like a personal favorite of mine. Normally when I record an episode from back in the day, it was like, it always has like a soft spot in my heart. Plus, like I said, it has Elizabeth Grayson in it. And I remember when I saw this, like I said before, I didn't notice this until now. No matter how many times I watched this episode, like, I always knew she had like long brown hair in this episode, which is interesting because when she was on Highlander, she had like short brown hair and then a pixie cut brown hair. But then when she did Highlander the Raven, she bleached her hair blonde. And so I figured this is probably a wig because she rarely does long hair other than when she was younger and she won that beauty pageant. But the one thing I've never noticed until now, and it could have been because a long time ago, maybe like the color was off or something like that, but she has a very dark tan in this episode, which is interesting because she's pale white in real life. And so I'm all like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, Hollywood. Either she's playing a Latino, which she's not, or she's playing a white lady who's pretending to be Latino because the Queen of Swords is Latino and stuff. Ugh, Hollywood, I swear to God, man. It's weird because when she tans, she's darker than the actual actress who plays the Queen of Swords. So, yeah. Anyways, this episode deals the very unique character named Carlotta. And Carlotta, like I said before, is a thief. And she's trying to pretend to be the Queen of Swords, which is called Counterfeit. And so basically, the Queen of Swords is like Zorro. She's a vigilante. I miss this show so much. It's sad it got canceled. Anyways, so she's pretending to be the Queen of Swords when she went into the town that the Queen of Swords lives in. And when Vera is on the stagecoach and everything, she gets robbed by the counterfeit Queen of Swords. But Vera is very surprised because the Queen of Swords, is the person she likes and everything, who does a lot of great things. So to see her do tyranny and everything is very shocking and surprising. And so Montoya, he was out with Grisham, and they was like hunting or something like that. And they overhear like a gunshot and all this other crap. And I think probably like a scream. And so they go running to see the Queen of Swords, the fake one, run away. And so Vera pretty much tells them, the queen robbed them and everything. But that's not all she got. She got like, I think like the town's like tax money or something like that. A big old bag of gold coins. And so Grisham and, Montoya, they're pissed and everything. And so they go looking for her. And when they find her, they realize straight up that, Montoya just wants her dead. She tries to fight her way through, but then they realize something is off with her fighting still. So when they subdue her and everything, they take off her mask and they realize she is not the real queen. I'm not sure how they don't know that because they don't even know what the real Queen of Swords really looks like. So, but they just realized because of her fighting technique and how she's willing to use a gun and like, stealing from people, it can't be her and stuff. So, being Montoya, he has a sneaky proposition. He wants to use her and everything to his benefit to swirl the name of like the real Queen of Swords. So, under his employment, he has her steal from here and there. When he was in town, the pastor, I don't know if he was a bishop or not, but I know he's a pastor. And the pastor of the church wanted donations because he's trying to get a school built. And so Montoya's all like, oh, I have no money because the Queen of Swords stole it and blah, 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 stuff like that. And so, like, when the real queen hears about this, she is very concerned because she doesn't want nobody muddying up her name. So at some point, he orders Carlotta to rob the church and steal from that of the pastor. And so after knocking him out and everything, he's all like, I thought you was a woman of the people and blah, blah, blah. So she knocks him out and she steals the donations for the school being built. But the real Queen of Swords are on to her and, just like Zorro says, like a whippy quip and everything, and then they fight. And you can tell them apart because the way Carlotta wears her mask, she wears her mask going over her hair, pulling it back, whereas the real queen has her hair flowing over her mask. And it's a really good sword fight. Like, I really enjoyed it and everything. And like I said before, it showed off the acrobatics of the real queen, which is something that's been lacking in the series. It's so cool. She grabs onto the rope that has the bell and she hangs upside down from it, fighting with her sword. I love that, man. That's so Zorro. Then she runs up beside the wall, does a backflip off it, and pretty much subdues the fake queen, which the bell, of course, ringing left and right, is getting the attention of the guards, which causes the real queen to leave, and the guards have no idea why there's two. So she's all like, it's me, it's me, it's me, and everything as the real one gets away. So now the reputation of the queen is really soiled by the other people. This one lady talking to Marta is talking about how she never trusted the queen and all this other crap. And Marta reminded her just a couple of episodes ago in Fever, which is another favorite of mine, that the queen got her son medicine when he was dying of an illness going around town. And then this lady literally turned her back on the queen, all because she's hearing rumors and crap. Well, it's not really rumors if you stop and think about it. It's just they don't know if it's the real one or not. And so, of course, Tessa, the real queen, wants to figure out what Montoya has in store and trying to get the fake one out and everything. And I really enjoyed that sword fight in the acrobatics, man. That is so Zorro when you watch it. It is so Zorro. I remember I let two of my friends in college watch this episode. One was a guy, one was a girl. Now, this show came out in 2000. And so I let them watch it around 2000 and maybe 3. or two, or something like that. And the girl loved it, and the guy hated it. He's all like, "I'm not for women empowerment." Man, I don't understand some men, man. I just don't understand some some people. So, anyways, later on in the episode, the Viceroy comes in to evaluate Montoya. He's not all happy with the Queen and stuff like that, and Montoya is going to use this to his benefit. If he can like score some brownie points any way he can, oh, he will. So he has Carlotta rob like another place, only for Grisham to come in and supposed to kill her and everything, or at least capture her, and then he's gonna have her hung and everything for the Viceroy to see, to show that he is a competent leader and he deserves to stay employed and everything. Because Spain controls like this part of like California and San Diego and stuff like that. This was back, I think, what, in the 1800s, I believe. And so, like, yeah, California was just under Spain rule at that time. And so, like, the Queen overhears this. Well, actually, Tessa overhears this because she's, like, snooping around and listening and stuff like that. And so she's been trying to find out where Montoya is keeping the money and everything, because she knows that Montoya hates the Queen and he loves money. And they don't understand why this woman hasn't been hung and where is the money. So he must keep it somewhere, but she can't find his normal hiding spots. She goes into like, search Grisham's place as he's about to take a bath. And it's so cool because she almost gets caught, so she has to hide in his tub behind like his shower curtain and everything like that. Man, the old ways, how they used to take a bath and stuff. All these like buckets of water, putting it in the tub and all this other stuff. Man, it was hard back then. It really makes you appreciate what you have now with like a shower, and think about the people who used to take baths in lakes and stuff, man. And so this is when she overhears the plan. And so like she goes to stop Carlotta from like, trying to rob this one place. Only for when they see the guards come, they both take off running, but Carlotta tries to like trip up the Queen. Anyways, they escape in the Queen's classic like horse escape, where she lets a bunch of horses out and then they ride on the side of the horses, not like revealing themselves. This causes Carlotta to be pissed off. And I mean pissed off in everything. Because she now knows Montoya betrayed her. See, she thought she had a good cushy job, falling in love with the man who runs that town, and, gets to pretend to be the queen and get some money and stuff like that. Because she just wants an easy, cushy life, and she's tired of the man taking it from her. So she's on a little killing spree right now, and she wants her gold back. But the problem is, Montoya gave that sack of gold to that of the Viceroy, because he's all like, look, man, I might be incompetent, but here's a bribe. And he's all like, yo, man, I might give you a promotion. So when he's asleep, Carlotta comes in ready to kill him and everything. And I've noticed that the sword she has is a little bit different. See, there's an error in production. Carlotta's sword hilt is all silver and shiny with no decorations on it. Only the Queen has decorations on hers, and it's more of a, I don't know what the color is, but it's not silver. And it's like different colors and stuff, kind of like almost like a bronze light kind of gold, whatever, but more like a bronze, and it's like really dingy colors and stuff. Basically, I guess what happened is they must have lost like the other sword, or it broke or something like that, or they were just unavailable to have it, so they gave her the Queen's will sword. And so when she's ready to kill Montoya, I mean, she is ready to kill him and everything, he's all like, look, man, I gave it to the Viceroy and everything. So what does she do? She pays the Viceroy a visit, and she kills him. And she gets her gold and stuff like that. The real Queen tried to like stop her, but it was unavailable. And so she watches as she leaves, and Montoya Grisham is an idiot. He's all like, she's probably back in San Diego by now, or something like that, or San Francisco, one of those two. And he tells her, or no, he tells him that, like, that woman is a natural born liar and she ain't heading to San Francisco. She's alone, she has no supplies, and she'll be in the Badlands by the morning to water her horse and everything. So Grisham goes out there to kill her. And of course, the queen overhears this and makes sure she gets out there before like anybody else does. So when she tries to warn the counterfeit queen, of course she ain't having it, and it's another good sword fight. I really enjoy this. Plus, you rarely see the queen fight another woman. And of course, what's her name tries to get the upper hand. I think she throws sand in the queen's face and pulls like a gun on her. But here's the interesting thing. Carletta has like a change of heart. And she's all like, it's not always about the money. And, because she tried to persuade the queen talking about, men get to rule this world. Let's just like take a little piece of the pie and everything. But the queen ain't having that. So that's when they fought. But then she realized, you know what? That town needs the money more than I do. And I've killed enough people in this town. And it's just time for me to get on out. And she told the queen, to keep up the good fight and everything. Well, she got a bullet in the back for that from that of Grisham. And when she got shot, man, the craziest thing happened. She was still on her horse, and the gunshot like scared the horse, and then he took off, and her foot got caught. And I don't know the thing called the little loops on the bottom when you put your feet on, and dragged her through the sand as the horse galloped at high speed. So, shot in the back and her head bouncing around the pavement. Yeah, she's about as dead as dead. The real queen gets away. And Montoya, he goes to Carletta and he's all like, oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you, but where's my gold? And she's all like, I gave it to the queen. And then her last parting words before she died was to tell Montoya she'll see him in hell. Well, anyways, back in town, the queen gave the pastor back the money, and he's thrilled about to like build the school for the little kids, and Montoya is pissed and decides he's gonna donate one little coin to that of the church. And, I do like this whole Catwoman-ish type episode. It was really thrilling. It was like exciting, and like the action was really good. And plus I got to see Elizabeth in something again, before that of Highlander the Raven. Ugh. Lord Jesus have mercy. Now, one huge missed opportunity is to reunite the two Highlander stars. Grayson and the dude who plays Dr. Helms on like the show were both in Highlander, and they had many scenes together in Highlander playing Mythos and Amanda. And he's on this show full time, but he bops in and out the show. A couple episodes he missed, and it just sucks that those two couldn't reunite and like have a scene together. Happy Women's History Month, everybody. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. Bye.